Welcome to this online training course. The Watchmaker. You've chosen the Alpha Kit. Before we begin the process of assembling your own watch, we will introduce you to the different tools and components in the kit. Let's start with the components of your watch. The movement, or caliber, is the mechanical assembly that brings your watch to life. Comparing it to a car, this would be the engine. The DB6 is a simple, straightforward three-hand movement. It features hour and minute indications, as well as a small seconds hand at 6 o'clock. It is derived from the ATA 6498 caliber, a benchmark in Swiss watchmaking. It's an imposing movement, thanks to its large diameter, yet it is compact in its thickness. This large size, rather rare in modern watchmaking, makes it an obvious choice for anyone wishing to learn how to disassemble and understand mechanical movements. This movement has two stem positions. In position 1, you wind up the barrel spring. It acts as an accumulator for the energy you transfer to it. Once fully wound, you will feel a blockage. Don't force it. You risk damaging the movement. In this configuration, your watch will run for at least 50 hours. For daily use, we recommend that you wind it up completely every morning. Now pull the stem out to position 2. You have now entered the time setting mode, which, as the name suggests, allows you to set the time on the dial. The watch case is designed to protect the movement from the external environment, whether it's dust, humidity, or a fall. The case of the Alpha Kit is called two-piece as it is composed of two elements, the case and the back. The case body, the main part of the case, acts as a frame for the watch. Later, you'll lock the movement into it. The main crystal is integrated into it, and the lugs allow you to attach a bracelet. It also includes the scrout tube, through which the winding stem passes. The screw-down case back, which also supports a glass, closes the back of the watch. It also allows you to admire the movement and its decorations. Note that this part is pre-mounted with a waterproof gasket. Avoid touching it as much as possible, as it must remain in its housing to be effective. However, the seal cannot be guaranteed without a special test device. A dedicated tool is required to unlock the case back. We will see later how to set and use it for this purpose. When you open the case back, you'll find the case ring inside the case body, an adapter for locking the movement inside it. This ensures that the movement does not have any play in the watch case. To limit the accumulation of dust under the glass, always store these elements with the glass facing upwards. The leather strap you've chosen is composed of three elements: the two-segment body, the spring bar, and the pin buckle. The body of your bracelet is made up of a long and a short segment. They are certified according to international anti-allergenic standards. This buckle, mounted on the short segment, is called the Ardillion buckle. The spring bars, which lock the bracelet segments between the lugs of the case. These are the last elements to be assembled on a watch. We'll come back to them later. Always bear in mind that the dial is very delicate. It should never be handled unprotected, and always with the utmost care. Its function is to help you read the time on a 12-hour cycle. It is composed of indexes, a board, and two brass feet. These feet are easily deformed, so take care not to bend them. The hands go with the dial and are also delicate parts that require your full attention. Installing or hand-fitting them is a difficult operation for most watchmaking beginners. That's why we've provided two sets. Don't unpack them just yet, as handling precautions will be explained later. The hour wheel and its foil are components to be assembled just before the dial is fitted. As they are held in place by the dial, you'll have to assemble them later. The screws are used to secure the circle to the movement. An extra screw is supplied should you lose one. A few tips on handling tweezers will help you avoid this mistake. Let's move on to the tools. Tweezers are very useful for handling small components, but they are not easy to get to grips with. These tweezers are made of composite materials, which is ideal for avoiding scratching the hands or the dial of your watch. Be careful, however, not to damage the ends. A few tips. You need to use as little force as possible to prevent your components being blown off and landing on the floor. To avoid shaking and loss of precision, always use your hand with maximum support. You need to be in a comfortable position to do a good job. The wooden peg is a useful addition to the tweezers. Here, we'll be using it mainly to drive out the seconds hand. This tool will help you fit the bracelet between the horns of the case. To drive the hour and minute hands, we'll use the hand driving tool. In this kit, only the blue tip will be useful. We'll come back to this operation in a dedicated video later. These levers allow you to cleanly remove the hands from the movement, but only if you need to restart the operation. Again, a dedicated video will guide you. The dial guard goes with the hand levers. It will protect your dial in case you need to remove the hands. In this kit, you'll find 3 sizes of screwdriver. We'll use the color codes to identify them: 120 in red, 160 in pink, and 250 in blue. These high-quality screwdrivers are specially designed for the watchmaking industry. They feature a rolling head and knurling for improved ergonomics. Handle between the thumb and forefinger, while the index finger stabilizes the head. To avoid slipping, the screwdriver must be perfectly perpendicular to the work surface. Familiarize yourself with the method before attempting to unscrew anything on the move. Take care not to damage the bit. This tool, which is adjustable by means of a thumb wheel, can be used to unlock or lock the case back in place. We'll adjust it together in due course. The movement holder secures and stabilizes your movement to prevent it from being damaged during any operation performed on it. It has 2 adjustable sides for maximum versatility. In this kit, only the large side will be useful. Locking the movement must be done properly, as stability is essential to avoid damaging it. The hand-fitting holder secures your movement during this operation. It's fitted with an adjustable jewel hollow, which we'll adjust later. This cushion is useful when encasing the watch, as it reduces the risk of scratching or damaging the case. It has a non-slip coating on the underside. The microfiber cloth is particularly effective against dust and fingerprints. We use it for the final stage of casing. This desk pad is designed to provide you with a clean working environment. The black color is ideal for detecting particles and dust during casing. The magnifying glass, or Micros, is undoubtedly the watchmaker's most emblematic tool. It gives you a better view of delicate operations. Use the wire provided to attach it to your head. Bend it to fit your body. Ideally, you should be able to use it without your hands. Practice on objects in your environment. The finger cots allow you to manipulate the movement without the risk of leaving fingerprints or chemically altering it with your perspiration. Finger cuts are generally used on the non-dominant hand to grip the movement or other watch components. This allows you to use various tools with your dominant hand. Equip yourself with at least 3 of them. We've supplied you with size M, but if you're not comfortable with them, or if you've used them all, there are alternatives. Latex or vinyl gloves, available from drugstores, are ideal. The tray is a means of methodically storing your components to avoid losing them. The Rodico is a cleaning paste to be shaped into small, single-use pieces. It captures any small impurities that may be found on your hands or under the glass. Avoid leaving it in the open air. The blower removes dust from the components of your watch before fitting. Always keep a safe distance to avoid marking the dial or hands. This bubble wrap letter will protect your watch if you have to send it back to us. The return form and instructions can be found on our website. Go to the next video to start learning about your movement.